Here's a truth you might not know. A New York City bodega cat has more political influence than you think. These cats aren't just there to catch mice. They're unofficial mascots, kings of their tiny kingdoms. Bodegas and their cats are woven into the city's fabric, representing an unspoken agreement between New Yorkers. The bodega is where the city's pulse beats strongest, late at night or early in the morning. Where else can you get a bacon, egg and cheese at 3 a.m., a lottery ticket and a friendly nod from the owner? It's more than a business. It's a lifeline, a community centre, a constant in a city that never sleeps. The word bodega comes from Spanish, meaning storeroom, but in New York it means home. These small stores are owned by families who live nearby, places of trust where you can run a tab or find a friendly face. The city's soul isn't in the skyscrapers, it's in these humble storefronts. So when whispers of a ban started, it felt like a personal attack. This wasn't just about health codes or zoning laws, it was about threatening the very essence of New York neighborhoods. The bodega is a lifeline, and someone was threatening to cut it. What is a bodega, really? It's not a chain store or a supermarket. It's a small, owner-operated shop selling everything from milk and bread to legendary sandwiches. For many, especially in lower-income neighborhoods, the bodega is the closest, most affordable source of fresh food. It fills the gap in food deserts, providing essentials within walking distance. The owner isn't just a shopkeeper, they're a confidant, a watchful eye, a neighbor. The bodega is where you grab coffee in the morning, a cold drink on a hot day, or toilet paper at midnight. Open when others are closed, it's a beacon of safety and reliability. Each bodega reflects the city's diversity: Puerto Rican, Dominican, Yemeni, and more. Every store has its own character, the opposite of a sterile chain. When you walk into a bodega, you're supporting a family, not a corporation. You're keeping money in the community. The bodega is the heart of the block, beating with the city's rhythm. The city's Healthy Neighborhoods initiative was pitched as progress. Officials claimed bodegas were outdated, unhealthy, and needed strict new licenses and expensive upgrades. The plan would force small family-run stores to make changes they couldn't afford. A ban in all but name. The city argued bodegas sold unhealthy food and broke minor rules, but ignored the human reality. Some newcomers supported the plan, wanting cleaner, more orderly neighborhoods. They saw bodegas as relics, preferring chain stores and organic markets. But for most, the proposal was a direct attack on working-class and immigrant communities. It was seen as gentrification, pushing out small businesses for big corporations. The city wasn't just closing stores, it was breaking up communities. The battle lines were drawn, people versus the powerful. Maria's bodega, La Esperanza, sits on a quiet Bronx corner, her family's legacy since 1985. She knows everyone on the block, keeps an eye on the kids, and her shop is the anchor of the community. When Maria heard about the city's new rules, costly refrigerators, computerized systems, even a ban on her hand-painted sign, she felt targeted. The changes would put her out of business. Her store isn't just her livelihood, it's a lifeline for neighbors like Mr. Chen, who relies on her for daily essentials. If Maria's bodega closed, he'd have nowhere to go. The city's plan ignored people like him and the real human cost. Maria's story isn't unique. There are thousands like her across New York. Immigrants and their families, working tirelessly to serve their neighborhoods, treated as problems instead of pillars. For Maria, this fight is about more than a store. It's about her family's legacy and her community's future. The city's initiative threatened to erase all of that. For Maria and for New York, it's a fight for the soul of the block. The bodega ban split neighborhoods in two. Longtime residents and activists rallied to defend bodegas as cultural institutions and lifelines. They warned that closing them would create food deserts and weaken communities. Supporters of the ban, often newer residents, wanted cleaner, more orderly streets, favoring chain stores and cafes. This wasn't just about shops, it was about two visions for New York's future. One side valued authenticity and community, the other order and efficiency. The battle over bodegas was a battle for the city's soul. The Healthy Neighborhoods initiative was defeated by public outcry, but the threat remains. Next time you're in New York, skip the chain. Find a real bodega, buy a coffee, pet the cat. Your small purchase is a vote for the real New York. They need you now more than ever.